nkofun timi ntu kwan o onim de nti because baby obefe bia no construction here den koso nti ama almost the entire country is choked with traffic, not because it's a traffic na baba, because enyuma pa here den koso. And that's the same thing una motorway a u face me kwa adwuma me meet traffic, me ba hanso a me meet traffic enye deliberate. And nti no onu producer any etiefo ni ahwefo ni na no mumfa enche me bia na try my possible best to be here on time, but I think say I have to double up. Yes, o kwan wa osi muntem ana me boa nti wo de mumfa enche me ye ko ye nim no ye besesa so ban ne kakra
na me two bosses no ho
omo
Mr. Combat and
Mustafa Abubakar Batalema.
Yes.
Oh, they are all doing very, very well.
I see.
Very, very well. As for John Mahama appointees there, even though they be calling for reshuffle, when him say reshuffle is not always because obi money home modern. So you aware. But sometimes for some reasons, like I say, in so check to emu familiarity. Etimi ma president na adwene se me ndane dan nia mani. You get it? Atomri bi nso a president mi susu say, oh, haven't observed you for 1.5 years no. Oduma wa bono. I have to give you an additional and a higher responsibility.
Okay.
Inti na watam we fikitu emu. Edwa kokese emu. You get the point? Inti mribia no enya about say nipa na bon ho modi ana so mo no ho modin here. But some of these factors also contribute to reshuffle. I'm saying this to say John Mahama appointees no. Me I'm yet to see Obia on money ho modin. Almost everybody obi bia e bon ho modi, because you see the odi kan no, the odi etini sua, the odi kan no anamontu anameboa.
Yeah.
So as the leader of the Republic of Ghana, which is the president, you know, if you look at his journey, the way of doing things, the demeanor and everything, only option than to perform. Because this is a legacy year.
That's true.
So you're aware.
That's true.
Legacy term. Ntinu what the BABA mu biha no, you need to perform to adapt to the legacy term. Say there your cost sector biya will be able to know say the president within his legacy time, you know, indeed left a legacy. And a classical one and a Tema oil refinery. A great legacy he is leaving the people of Ghana. Bringing back a dead refinery. A refinery that was in the pipeline to be sold for less than $30 million. It's now making an internally generated fund of more than 30 million within a year. That same company has been revived within less than a year. That company has employed over 200 workers. That company today can boast of fleets of cars to boost production. Today, we can talk about the fact that there are a lot of debt that was hanging on the neck of the company. But the company no gradually defray all those costs. Into Batema Oil Refinery, I said they will be saying, you know, my boss, Mr. Edmond Combat, Esquire, lawyer Papa, One Alhaji Mustafa Batalema, they are contributing immensely to the legacy term of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And to omo ye pa.
Godwin Mahama and Amotene can corporate affairs external Tema Oil Refinery. And then can na multi-CCNT officially Mama Samu Akwaba.
Yeah, me abema. Sure.
Your topics no. Ba kum yenu miensa and na wa hanum. Your damai take over no. Ewa hanum. MP before can say Nyame adom so movie ni power 2028. Sa aye concession na modi amabrahim mama. On the 12 arrangement in the subium. I'm focus on the reverse.
Okay.
It's not just near Tiano. No. Speaker of Parliament, so I'm assurance he said you're going to make everything possible. Say on the passe a year LGBT co plus. Now, President Mama catcher no. So I'm young what you mean in a bar or no super assente. But the MPP are saying, say, I said, Momo at the score political points. But I'm be drew, you know. you guys are saying say any priority as we speak. And also so nkomodi ewo handom said in a Tamakulo extradition report in the US court ashesi and fanumra kenofrata so according to some nyame adomo 27th of this month komobi ekokoso na de said in abana kwa de kentwe no mu 10 ya that chibia no odon so betimi aba. Then of course President Mahama last week a emergency cabinet meeting in Bra of France at T2 Nina knows about Iran, Israel, and US and talk about Mokwama petroleum products and we are quite prices now as skyrocket. Washer minister in charge of energy and finance said they should come together. The next pricing window no 1 month taxes being free so nothing and take effect said the Ghanaian no and so no and hobet me I no emeranity me ma en fa topic bi anka we ho because all the now be no why okay mu dada
so me
start free
me sha ase fi LGBT na me dey aba fuel na me taking it like that.
Okay.
Boachi mami nchi ala mincha we take for you na biom na me nchi the Rose Minister Honorable Godwin Kwame Agboja, one of the hard-working, me nka say the best, but one of the hard-working ministers His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Amemu. And let me repeat, one of the hard-working ministers Ghana Yenya in this Fourth Republic under the Roads and Highways Ministry. Baby will be a nyame insurance. Only trick BNP 4 year. Baby bia omususu say NDC best score good marks. Na Ghana fo ebe hu say ya bo adwuma wo ho. Na ebe impact lives of Ghanaians. Na ebe ma omu 38% na omunya 2024 no. Ebe reduce further no. That is where they are targeting to destroy. Said ya ejuma so ayedi wo ho no. Ghanaians will not benefit. Na 2028 no ye nya bibi anya den anka. And big push is a classical example. Gold board, classical example. Cocoa board, classical example. I can mention nasa uye retrospection less than 2 years ube say that is the target and the tactics of MPP. But Honorable Godwin Kwame Agboja minim said the omuye nyina no eye ne back case. He needs to deliver for the people of Ghana, and he will deliver. God will protect him, and he will win for the people of Ghana. Watch it. Ghana enye banana republic. History today and say ya journey on a lot of coup anamboa.
Yes. So
1992 Ghana reversed to a democratic rule through an enactment of a constitution. Subsequently, ya enacted bills, LIs, and a lot of rules and regulations. And Ghana mamremunu, all those secondary legislations must be in tandem or should not be unconstitutional to the main constitution. And I ran the friend due to that, you ran the friend on separation of powers.
Yeah.
There were 3 arms of government: the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. Judiciary and a court system. Legislature and a parliament. And the executive and the government. In 1992 constitution, Tumia yede chechere emrano eshe parliament ensa another arm of government. Because of checks and balances what young governance system say as legislature ya parliament executing the mandate mano to make laws because yen person no sambe sign because there can be an oversight anameboa inti ube transmit e dia comma the executive mampeni yeden eda no no nso ne mpanyifo ayeden ahwem ahwe se emra no eye edim mede mensa hyase enko ha adwene anso no de nsa ayeden ahyase na abeye mra. The entire amount of this history is just to say the executives enyemra. Say executive crampo and the executive instrument. Efi Jubilee House eko parliament anameboa.
Sanity.
Na parliament abobo hu. They will either do an uttering, they will utter it. And as a ombe ade. Omu wi ano ma pass it. And so na samba back to executive now why then was sign. Into on this LGBT private members bill, individuals or moye MPs, ekukuru mra egu nkrata so. E call parliament say, empempenso a oba ne oba eda bema ne bema da obi se meye bema so pese meye te so oba ne ma me de mumfa me penye den emma me no amma ne homene so. Because what hwe Kofi Besia, Kweku Besia, we lived with them in our societies. Anameboa.
Yeah.
But not those times, omo feri cross through so meka say yemfa omo penye den emma won. So we got to a time na do dankwa Akufo-Addo ni MPP. Omo commentary like it is bound to happen. Obi ma yeti ase say amano ni baby ono yetete no wo no. Ende ya di sa nkrofo ne pe ama won because ekuo ne sori ye demonstration the pressure to sa ban ne so ema omuma ho kwan se dade they can have their right anameboa eno say yedum pempensu bi a sa associations no demonstration the pressure to yenso wo Ghana it is bound to happen say ye be den ye de omo pe be den ebe ma won enu ne ma kuo ni behu say mampeni na do say ohia demonstration no ohia pressure na mo betimi de yempe amayen na ema ne ma da na mema ne mema da dia ene na oya yenhye advocacy ase this okaya under the era of MPP this whole issue of LGBT became very topical. And why ejuma we ache since 1992 yenya ene administration bia issue of LGBT be topical than what we witnessed under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo anameboa.
That's true.
I'm telling you because of no any comment ye do baby ye do because Parliament or Womra under Article 107 of the 1992 Constitution follow all the procedures to make laws. Parliament ye mra or transmitted the command mampeni na mampeni ayeden assign. Emrani say ye the bro na se wohwe na untimi nsan but all reservations bi wo ho a those reservations no now they are bill ne ho back to parliament no waka kire won say they should consider your input anameboa.
That's true.
And per the constitution no, parliament is bound to consider your issues as a president. The next adin so ubetima ye no so say ubetima transmitting so their comma council of state members almost a certain duration as or more go into the bill no more advice mampeni on it. Advice ne ba. Then he looks at it and transmit it back to Parliament. Say, when I adjust so that ye wo enini. Inti constitution nu making room for all these eventualities. Say Parliament passing mano mo de browna obo enyo so a kwanya obefa so de address your grievances. But for the first time in Ghana's history, yenya mampenia, his actions on the passage of bill and its assentment were affront to the 1992 constitution. Parliament through the executive secretary Asante Bedi Etuo etron krata de ma parliament say yate se mo de LGBT mra bre yen say obi bia obeye sa nyamra sem ni bia tiatia yen tradition and culture bia no emra ni ndi nanso mampani se men kan kire mo parliament even though you are independent that war betides you so be transmitted bill no e dia bre me mampani send a warning to Parliament. And that is where the whole confusion started. Because watch it, Sanka mampani na nado danko akufado esan bill na. Anka nde yeka sa assembly bium. Anka yedi sa enkomono. Because he had a golden opportunity to end that debate on the passage of LGBT laws against those ungodly actions. Fast forward, and yasisa buying ama NDC, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama buying abaji abenwano. Watch John Mahama's comment, he has been consistent. Nancy ya okwamanoni, ye granting the interview. When no can or say the Western world must respect yen culture and tradition. Anameboa.
That's true.
Or say abrofun krofo no mumfa nidie emma ya mamre ene ya mane. Nto be bisa say eden ni ya mamre ni ya mane when it comes to LGBT. Ya mamre ni ya mane nyina etiatia. Se oba ni oba beda, berema ni berema beda. Baba ye no ho oba, bema na bema aye no ho oba. That is our tradition and culture. So if John Mahama even was bold, not only Ghana no Kasa, he was in those same countries and sounded that caution to them, say, one for nidiema Ghana ya mamre ene ya manie. Watch it. MPP 4 eminia omo etiko kum apai. Say asema John Mahama akoka no. Echere say onye ready so be sign LGBT Act. The next issue I can also say, MPP for the nanresi bone ne say or say enye priority. Watch mami bisa wasem. Ghana ha. Why ne sorry no pa? Asema ba ni team first. And say yanko pass LGBT Act. Ghana ha, I can tell you on authority, including the MPP. Yeni na ye sorry a. The Bayern team first, how to survive for the day. Anameboa.
Yeah.
Said ya unsabeye den ebe ko wano. Uria how to transport yourself. So ye ejuma ye nia e de akwa ejuma because one ko a ye ntua oka. Anameboa. U konsunu uhia alore kwan e de akọ. So you need good road. Ye hia nyinam kanea. Ye hia nsu. Ye hia health facilities. Ye hia good educational facilities. John Mahama ankase matters of LGBT and can the priorities. But see, in the scale of preference, Ghana for ni na ye sorry no pa. The Bayern team first no. Say ye be didi, ye be ko na yaba. However, ono onyemra ti sɛ woyɛ MPP ni na wotie me Ghana ni wotie me osofo wotie me lawyer wotie me woyɛ whatever you are the ɛsɛ me no woyɛ from today and say yɛde pressure beto parliament so because I want the pressure koto John Mahama so e koto government so there is no bill before him. And watch it in law, Rebecca said we don't put something on nothing. You can't put something on nothing. I don't know whether you are getting me. Because say you can't put something on nothing. BBA ni wa. Unfa bibi nkoto so. It is a bill. Ni John Dramani Mahama enimwa. Pen no okura no or the koto den so na wasan. Or the koto den so na wasan. M17 for Joe, so find the Bible, come on, Mama, not sign the signature, our Bible name. We assent to bill. We don't assent to or on ordinary papers. Inti wa uye uguswa ye interested. I mean, say you're interested in this bill, no. Parliament says say the pressure ye dey etu omoso. Because by virtue of the fact that Mampeni Nanado unsigned bill, no. Now the bill has to go through the same procedure that the earlier one went through. A passy or say unsigned, no. Into Parliament, as I say, then the pressure to almost so almost pass a bill ni vie. Na bill no koto Mampeni nim. Na one sign and nuna uwo all the facts. All the evidence to say bill no a free parliament about the executive and he as the head of the executive no why not units on your day on sign but until then no emra bia ndan anim bill bia ndan anim. Why are we making noise over unnecessary things that do not exist in team for your enco? How are they pushing to execute their own mandate as parliamentarians? Mandated to pass laws. Instead of some meeting parliament and making sure say you pass a bill, no. He's walking and moving from station to stations. I will judge the mandate as a parliamentarian. Now putting pressure on president. There is no bill transmitted to him. Oh, MPP former politics are yet so dirty. I said, first nanka ye who say nyansa for na call into politics, no. It is like I said, they say politicians, no. I mean, they are not reasoning the way we think they have to reason. They are not reasoning the way we think they have to reason. Because how can a whole member of parliament knowing say bill beyond them and penny him? But moving from station to station, creating an impression. Say Parliament a passing Mrano has been transmitted to Mampeni said on sign. Yefa kononka so on sign. No be unu. Clear. Evidential say akona head on sign. But until then, all what you are doing is noise. Noise. Because let me ask you a question. Send them Mampeni efre in some trofo Echo Jubilee House. Na muko du ho. Na ofre obuachi bravo. Who pen. Now hand you over pen Emma Mampeni. No kata say oh buachi journalist in the Republic of Ghana. Muamu adu e friend saying pen. My ready say bill no me sign. Table ni Mumfa bill number 2 na mensaya. Can somebody take a bill to him? Because there is no what? There is no bill. Speaker according to me for bill. And command and Nessa Mampenika say, my ready met your office. Mumfa bill numbra na mensaya. There is nothing existing to send. In Tadiani Niho, now you create impression as if it has been passed and yet he is refusing to assent to the bill. Therefore, in this day and age, politics, nkurasiye for politics na, yehu tuntum a yenka se ye fita, yehu fita a yenka se ye tuntum. Etem, politics na first yetimi di bento adada obi. Yade se kind dada obi. Se we ye mi nuanti no, ontimi mwo man no ni nyansa kura mentoma no. Etem. But the MPP are still stuck to that colloquial kind of politics. Think he said it should be lies as usual. Shekoko in same way. Shekoko in same way yo. Ko yen fa nimpo se koko ekuafo mpo. Ene yesusu so mu nko school mpo ya. They even understand this. Yet MPP parliamentarians so si tintini e twa yen force won say abane na ni trim ye den. Eye den. Ivory Coast affairs na nkomodi Ivory Coast eye example say Ivory Coast pricing a good 10 Ghana. No? And then Ivory Coast people are rather smuggling their cocos to come and sell in Ghana because Ghana yen price no better. When was the last time I got smuggling of cocoa? Ghana. Because you smuggle when your neighboring country prices are better than your own. So ne bisa cocoa equiafone say one for omu no buy no and go Ivory Coast and see if they will go. Our pricing is better. Even though on the surface of it, no, when they compare the NPP emana, yes, on the surface of it, theirs were big. But also formula yadi eya yendi adoni mahin yechemu 3 we gave them almost all, and the NPP price in the bar omutemu 3 they give them 1. Intinu memma yem follow this MPP kind of behavior. To end with this LGBT issue, you know. Watch it. 1, John Mahama has been consistent on this LGBT issue. 2, or say the Western world must respect our culture and tradition, and that is a fact. 3, Bill Bia Mfi Parliament Enkoto Mampeni Enimwa. Obaka say onsan Bill Bia Maye. 4, and the last one, Parliament must execute their mandate. The mandate to pass a bill does not rest on the executive.
Okay.
The mandate to pass a bill our parliament. So some refuse to say umbe acknowledge sa tumina constitution edia mawon, and they feel it is politics as usual even though bill has not been passed. Now so yen kantire Ghana for say mampenie say on saya. Please, the constituents where the MPs are coming from, no, omo ba yen kantire won say da ben no omo pass bill no e dia koto mampeni anim. Inti mfodio constituents oba mumbisa ne say da ben na tumi ayede man nti ayeto abama ne so nko parliament no obehwe se ye be hye ama John Mahama sign another prayer constituency mumbisa ne say da ben na make sure so be pass LGBT act no na John Mahama sign afanyo marking constituency omo ba mumbisa ne say as a leader da ben na make sure say parliament be pass LGBT act na mama mpeni assign. Vincent Asefua same. Until then, dear, all what they are doing is just propaganda. It's just waste of time. They should give us a break. Okay. John Mahama will sign the bill anytime the bill is passed and transmitted to him.
Okay. Godwin Mahama and Motene Kana, if you don't know, this way. But and Komono are so fresh in the minds of some people. Yene aye honorable aye Emmanuel Koku Buam. I am a member of parliament for Prue East constituency. Honorable Mema Ahamo Akwaba, Unia to watching it. Bibiaboko. Hello, Honorable. Hello. Hello, Honorable. Okay. Production and then sort it out now for you need to come and saying Mr. Kill. I put that back Kunlun Ghana Limited for the Abba Mr. Kill. mema dronya be boy you papa now so what imagine now so energy level and now fin so wasted knees mo be den papa a boost your immune system no nti yade entire encho eboa ama why fatigue no obetimi edison kunim stress yeah a better thing of the past you come Mr. Kiwa na you come about your physical fitness etika share so efa emame 0204 139 176 417 669 in Super Panso there and on Palm Hills Natural Mineral.